another Evo video because obviously there is no shortage of anybody wanting to see whatever footage they can get to make their assessment of this drone. I'm actually out here at a location where I shot some comparison footage between the Spark and the Phantom. I keep coming back to places where I've already filmed so I can make good references. The main thing I need to know is whether or not this camera is any good. So if the camera sucks, there's really no point to buy this drone, right? Now, everything I've tested so far is that the camera is pretty damn good. It's actually like really much right on par with the Phantom 4 Pro, and that's saying a lot because this is a compact sensor. So I thought it'd be cool to do a cinematic test, and that's what we're gonna do today. And not that I'm afraid to fly the Evo over water, but I think I'm just afraid to fly any drone over water actually, and man, it's murky and muddy. So this to me is a safe spot to fly just because, well, there's, you know, I don't know, not as much water, I guess, the best way to put it. So let's go ahead and find a good spot to take off and get this drone. Actually, I filmed right here last time, but you can see the mud is here. I should have brought the pad, damn it. Okay, let's try to find somewhere where we can take off that's not so obliterated with mud. This is a mess. It's gonna be hard to do that. This looks a little bit better. Not so much because that looks like an alligator. Nope, I'm good. Not doing alligators. Okay, actually this looks like a great spot to fly, minus these spider webs. So I actually am using my camera bag to house the Evo, which is sort of ingenious because look at this. Opens up, there's my Evo right here, and it just fits in there perfectly. So one of the cool things about this is when you want to land and like I'm doing some hand catching, as you can see here, you got to like get your hand underneath it, and then when you hold the stick straight down, it tells the drone that you're going to land, and basically it doesn't matter what the sensors think at that point, it will go ahead and land and you can land grab it. One thing I'm going to do is go ahead and do some hand launching, see how that works out. But you can see this gimbal is just crazy. So when you're talking about, well, props in the shot, look how big these props are. I promise you the Mavic's props are not this big. These are massive props. These props go the whole length of the arm and then some. they're just massive props. And the way this gimbal's, the way the camera is, the field of view is 94 degrees. That's a pretty massive field of view. So you're going to have to angle your gimbal, and then when you're flying like this, you can see this gimbal basically when I'm thrusting full forward, it's not hard to get a prop in the shot if you're not paying attention. So there are some things you have to do to avoid it, but honestly, it's really nice. I flew over the water, flew there and back. I'm gonna take it back and edit this footage up. Let me know what you guys think. I will talk to you in the next video. Stay original.